Legacy collection means 1.0 and 1. Version class and interfaces. Okay. Collections framework collections. How many subcategories divided? 3. What are those? Core collection interfaces, general purpose implementations, more utility collections. First category completed. Core collection interface. How many interfaces? 10 interfaces. Those 10 interfaces theory part completed. Programming with implementation class only possible. Second part, implementation classes. In that, how many classes are there? 10 classes. You are learning first class only. Okay. Yesterday, I given array list notes. What is array list? It is an array representation of list implementation class. Okay. This is in linear list data structure also will call. It is an implementation of linear list data structure. It is an implementation of linear list data structure. Say it supports all the operations of linear list data structure. Okay. It is list implementation class. Duplicate allowed. Yesterday I given small mistake that you make it correct. It allows duplicate elements because it implements list interface. This I given does not allow I given yesterday. It allows list allows, set will not allow. Set does not allow. So yesterday by mistake I given it does not allow I given. It allows duplicate elements because it implements list interface. It allows duplicate elements because it implements list interface. Initial capacity. Initial capacity of array list is 10. Load factor of array list is 100%. Okay. It allows null values also. Okay. It allows null values also. It supports both homogeneous elements and heterogeneous elements. Homogeneous means same type of elements. Heterogeneous means different type of elements. In array list, insertion order is preserved. Our order maintained. These all points I given. This is, it does not allow I given, just you make it correct. It allows duplicate elements because list interface allows, set interface does not allow. These are the points I given yesterday. I think this one I didn't given, just this one also write it. In array list, insertion order is preserved. Our order maintained. Our order maintained. In array list, insertion order is preserved. Your order is maintained. These programs will see now. These programs will see array list programs. Is it over? Command line arguments, command prompt. Here you can see profile. Two methods are given. Java p java.util.arraylist. One constructor I given. Two methods I given. Here E place what I given? Object. Okay. It is used to add an element at the end. It is used to add an element at the specified position. These all are given yesterday. Now, see the program. File, open. See the program. Without class, developing applications are not possible. So class name, open brace, close brace. Without main method, we cannot execute program under operating system. Main method, open brace, close brace. Here, I'll create object of array list. Array list AL equal to new array list. Array list AL equal to new array list. Here array list class in which package? Java.util package. Is it required to import? Yes, it is not a default package. Import java.util.star. Import java.util.star. See, in this line, array list object created. Okay, in this line, array list object created. Array list object created, array list pack class is available in util package. It is compulsory you have to import. Now I given already initial capacity of array list is 10. 10 elements memory allocated. If you write like this, 10 elements memory allocated with this constructor. Default initial capacity 10. That's what 10 elements memory allocated. But here other constructors are there. You see other constructors here. If you take this constructor, you can specify the capacity. If you write 20 allocated. If you write 5 allocated. With this constructor, what will happen? 10 elements allocated. With this constructor, what will happen? You can specify either 5 elements or 20 elements or 100 elements like that. But whatever that is initial capacity only. Later automatically increased. That is one more point I given yesterday. The size of array list. These are given yesterday. The size of array list can increase and it can decrease dynamically as needed. This is also given yesterday. So if you use this constructor, 10 elements memory allocated. If you use this constructor, you can specify 5 if you want 5, 10 if you want 10, 20 if you want 20. If you this constructor, directly elements you can pass. If 5 elements are there, 5 allocated. 20 elements are there, 20 allocated. like that. So we have three constructor, three different types. With this initial capacity, you can specify. With this default initial capacity 10. With this depends upon number of elements, it will initialize. That is okay. Now present I'm using second constructor default capacity. 10 elements memory allocated. Now I want to add one element. This method I want to call. Is this method accessible? Is it instance method or class method? What is the return type? This method, if you want to call, which class object record? RList. Already we created. Now, how to call that method? Boolean p equal to al dot add. One number I'm passing. What is the actual parameter? Object. Actual parameter object. But I'm passing one number. This number, it is nothing but integer. This number is nothing but integer. Int primitive type. But this int automatically converted to integer. This is automatically done. This concept is called auto boxing. Integer is a subclass of object class. This concept is called upcasting. Here upcasting. Auto boxing, upcasting. With the two features, this is valid. Okay. You are writing 39. It is nothing but int. Int automatically converted to integer with wrapper class. That is auto boxing. That integer assigned to object. That is upcasting. With auto boxing and upcasting, element is added to array list. But here, it is, if element is added, it returns true. Element is not added, it returns false. This information required means use. Otherwise, you can omit. Method is returning, but I am not receiving. Valid. Method is not returning. I am trying to receive. Error. Okay. It is valid. I'll add one more. al dot add. I'll add one more. al dot add. I'll add one more. Now, same number I'll write. It allows duplicate. It allows duplicate. 74, 74. It is allowed. Now, I'll add ABC. Valid. It takes object class, but I'm passing string class object. String is a subclass of object class. It is also upcasting. But in these 4 lines, auto boxing and upcasting. In this line, only upcasting. It is valid. If you don't write this, it is homogeneous. If you write like this, it is heterogeneous. Even you can write null values. Null. Null also allowed. See, here, initial capacity 10, first 10 elements memory allocated. Once if it is 100% full, then only next 10 elements allocated. That is called load factor. If you write only same type of elements, homogeneous, different type of elements, heterogeneous, my order maintained, insertion order preserved. If I print, output same order comes 39, 74, 78, 74, ABC null. Same order comes. That is called insertion order is preserved. This size automatically increased, decreased. Automatically increased, decreased according to requirement. 10 elements are there. 10 allocated. Later 11th element comes. Increased. 12 increased. Like that added. So like that added. Duplicate elements are allowed. Duplicate is allowed. Null values are allowed. These all points are written. Now, it maintains sequences. It maintains sequences also. That is here only you can write, otherwise it allows duplicate elements, and otherwise separate point write it. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. These are all interview questions points only. Whether it is insertion order preserved or not preserved, load cap, load factor, initial capacity, duplicate, allowed or not, homogeneous, heterogeneous, insertion order, everything interview points only. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. See. Now, here, add integer comma object. This overloaded method I'll call. See, el dot add 1 comma 99. Now, it is 0 place, it is 1 place, but it is shifted. 1 place 99 stored, it is shifted to second place. So, this is data shuffled. Data shuffled here. Automatically data shuffled. Now, system dot out dot println al. Implicitly toString method called. The toString method not available in this class. That superclass abstract list, that superclass abstract collection, they're available with that content printed. See, if I run this program, file, save, compilation, Java C demo.java. Now we'll get a two warnings. Warning, it is not error, warning, note message. Demo.java uses unchecked or unsafe operations. Note, recompile with this option, unchecked for details. This program is unsafe. This program is unchecked. What is unchecked? What is unsafe? Today class only we'll see. First you write the program. Okay, today class only I'll explain. See, now you are getting like this. Write this program. AL dot toString implicitly. Here, abstract collection class toString method called. Implicitly toString method called. The toString method is abstract collection definition. In array list, toString not there. That superclass abstract list, abstract superclass array abstract collection. I'll give. Here abstract collection class definition called. Is it over? Now you observe. Write this output also. So actually memory allocated like this. But actually 99 added later. So first what will happen here? Here. First 39 added. Next 74 added. 78. 74. ABC. Null. Like this I given. Okay. After this. Now what is happening here? Observe. Listen. What you are doing, two members? You are not listening. No. You observe. First this element added. Next this element added in the program. Okay. 39, 74, 78, 74, ABC null. After this, I written AL dot add 1 comma 99. Then what will happen is here data shuffled. This is it is came here. Okay. Then it will become as null. This is came here. The data shuffled. Now here ABC. This is came here. It will become as 74. It is not modified. Data shuffled here. Like that logic written 78. Here 74. Now 99 stored. Like this data shuffled while inserting. Suppose if I delete 99, again reverse shuffle. That type logic already written. Shuffling logic, not so easy. By mistake, one element is missed, remaining elements also missed. That will be happen. Okay? That is data structure logic, already written. Diagrammatically simple. Coding I'm saying. Okay? Coding I'm saying. Data shuffling. Now, here if you want to insert, these all will be shuffled. Okay? Write this diagram. Note down. In array list, insertion and deletion operations require shuffling of data. In array list, insertion and deletion operations require shuffling of data. In array list, insertion and deletion operations require shuffling of data. So while inserting, data shuffled. While deleting, data shuffled. Suppose 1000 elements are there. 0 place you want to insert. 1000 elements shuffled. And 0 element if you want to delete, again reverse shuffle 1000 times. That is. Okay. That logic already implemented. It is not an array. It is array list. But how this is developed? With arrays only developed. Using arrays only, array list developed. But what's the difference is, if you create array, if you want to perform these operations, logic see out right. But if you use array list, logic already present. See, adding logic, I didn't write. It is added at the end. Inserting logic, I didn't write. It is inserted in the specified position. Logic we didn't write. So logic already implemented. No need to write logic. Logic already implemented. Okay. Is it over? So like this data shuffled. Now we are getting two warning messages. Note. See note. Demo.java uses unchecked or unsafe operations. Recompile with this option unchecked for details. I'll recompile. Java C -XLINT demo.java with that option. Which line is unsafe? Which line is unchecked? It shows. See, 9 warnings. 9 lines unsafe. The program also 9 lines only. Okay. Every line unsafe only. Every line unsafe only. Say here. Every line it is showing error. It is not error. Warning. Warning. Every line. See, from here onwards, every line it is showing unsafe, 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 unsafe. Okay. Now why? I'll explain. It is not the right way to write program like this. Why? I'll explain. See, Java P, java.util.rls. Here, if you search for toString method, toString, if you search, cannot find the toString. So in this class, toString is not there. Okay, this super class, abstract list. See, Java P, java.util.abstract list. Here, if I search for toString, see, cannot find the toString. This super class, abstract collection. Here. See, toString method is here. This is called. Here extends keyword is there. Is there? No. Here implements is there. Here extends not there means object class. This super class object class. Okay. Abstract collection. After that, extends keyword is not there. Default is extends object. Okay. Now any class, say Java P java.lang.string. String. Here extends is there? No. That super class is object class. Integer class. Integer class extends number class. So number class is there. Number class. Number class extends not there. That means object class. Extends keyword doesn't appears mean that super class is object class. Okay. Now here what are the points I given? Is every point important only. Okay. Every point important. Representation, array representation. It appears like an array. It appears like an array. Which interface implemented? List interface. This concept is called in data structures linear list. In Java, we are calling array list. In data structures, linear list. Whatever linear list operations are there, all are supported here. Many methods are there no supported. Duplicates allowed because list interface. Initial capacity 10. After filling 10, again 10 allocated. Null allowed. You can write only homogeneous. You can write heterogeneous. Different type also. Whatever you given order, your order is maintained. Size increased or decreased. Okay. It maintains sequences because it implements list interface. Okay. Sequence maintained. Sequence means here, I'll explain. Suppose how many elements allocated now? 10. 10 elements allocated. AL dot add. If I write, it is where it is stored. Which position? 0. If I write now, 1 position. If I write now, here error comes. Sequence missed. Actually, how many elements? It is 0. It is 1. Next, it should be 2. If you write 0, valid, data shuffled. If you write 1, valid, data shuffled. If I write 2, valid, 2 place only. If you write 3, error. Sequence missed. 2 missed, no? No. If I run, suppose 8 also, if I run, error comes. See, compilation. Execution. See, index out of bounds exception. Index is 8, size is 2. Capacity 10. Here size nothing but number of elements. Capacity different, size different here. So index 8 is out of range for 2. That is error. Runtime error, exception comes. Logic already written. That is, okay. So it means, and just now you have seen this point also in array list, insertion and deletion you written already. Operations require shuffling of data. Already written, no need to write. Already written. In array list, insertion and deletion operations require shuffling of data. These all points, every point important only. Now, next concept I'll explain. We are getting warning message. That is how to remove. I'll show you. See, if I compile, successfully compiled, executed output, but we are getting unchecked or unsafe operation. Now, suppose it's one graphical user interface. Here, roll number of student, name of the student, marks of the student. Submit button. Further, this type of graphical user interfaces will be there because user will enter with this type of GUI only. User doesn't know scanner class, user doesn't know command line arguments, no command concepts. So user point of view like this will be there. Say, suppose it is one university application, students data they are going to maintain. Student roll number, student name, student marks, he'll enter, he'll click submit button. Data entry operator in a university, one data entry operator is going to store your data in a database. You will enter roll number, name, marks, roll number, name, marks, roll number, name, marks. Like this is going to enter. This total data is going to be stored in database permanently. Okay. Now, here marks. Here, this is one collection. This is one collection. This is one collection object you can maintain. Later objects at a time you can transfer to database. You can store. That type also possible. That is, you learn frameworks. Hibernate, Spring, ORM frameworks are there. Object you can store in database format. Collection of elements also. At the time we use collections also. Now, suppose for marks purpose one array list is there. Assume backside program, front side disappears. Backside coding will be there, no? Backside coding will be there. Suppose array list is there. Data entry operator entered roll number, name, marks, accept, submit button, added to array list. Again roll number, name, marks, added to array list. Roll number, name, marks, added to array list. By mistake, year roll number entered, year name entered, year marks entered, year name entered. By mistake, data entry operator. Now, that array list, will it accept name? Yes or no? accepted because just now you have seen heterogeneous. It is accepted. No? Now, actually here he has to enter marks integer format. By mistake, name entered here, marks entered here. Date enter
Recording in progress.
JDK 1.5 version in 2004. This feature introduced in JDK 1.5 version in 2004. This feature allows to write type-safe programs. This feature introduced in JDK 1.5 version in 2004. The syntax to create an object to generic class. The syntax to create an object of generic class. I did already two given. The syntax to create an object of generic class. Class name, reference data type, object reference equal to new class name, reference data type, example, array list integer AL1 equal to new array list integer array list string. This array list object is type safe because it allows integer
Recording in
side
progress.
like this, left side like this, right side like this. The above code can be written from JDK 1.7 onwards as follows. So left side as it is there. Right side, no need to write data type. That is 1.7 onwards. It actually feature introduced in 1.5. 1.7 onwards, this type. Now, this is also works, this is also works. Whichever you want, you can continue. Is it over? Now, if you write like this, it allows only integer type data. If you write like this, it allows only string type data. Okay? Like that, not only integer string, any type, employee type also you can write. Reference data type allowed. Primitives not allowed. But why primitive not allowed? Wrapper class will accept primitive also. Auto boxing. Okay? The primitive type, if it is mentioned, other classes not possible. Reference type possible. Now, not only string, employee class also you can write. Reference employee also data type. Reference data type. That's what they given. Like that. Is it over? It should be reference data type only. Suppose this program. Now, this program, if we compile and execute, it is successfully compiled, successfully executed. You have seen output also. See, compilation, execution. You have seen. Now you observe. Now, here, integer, I'll write. This line is error. Okay, see. It is compulsory. Brackets compulsory, empty brackets. Otherwise, again accepted. Otherwise, again accepted. If you don't write bracket, again accepted. Now see, you will not get note, but error, incompatible types. String cannot be converted to integer. This line, error. No. Compilation. See, successfully compiled, executed. Are you getting note? No. It is right way. It is safe. Now 1 minute, don't write. Suppose if I write like this, will it compile? Yes. It will compile, it will execute, same output comes, but warning. Warning coming. Okay. Now my question is here. This line here, add method actual parameter is which class? Object class. If I pass 84, how it is valid? Auto boxing, upcasting. Here, how it is valid? Only upcasting. Like that. But actually, it is not an object. It is not an object. What is type is there, you observe? Add method. What is actual parameter? Capital E. Here, capital E. While creating object in this bracket, integer if you write, that E nothing but integer. While creating object, float if you write, that E nothing but float. While creating object, string if you write, that E nothing but string. That is here without data type only class is prepared. But here capital E place, capital A also you can write, capital Z also you can write, your name also you can write. That is not considered. Anything you can write. Here, better understanding, they given capital letters. That too, why they given E means element. E means element. T means type. K means key. V means value. Suppose two-dimensional collections. Java P, Java dot, util dot, hash map. See how it will be. See KV, key and value. Key which type you want, value which type you want. While creating object, you have to specify. Okay. Now, before going to that program, you write this one also. Predefined generic classes. Predefined generic classes. Array list E. Linked list E. Asset E. Linked asset E. Reset E. Hash map K comma V. Linked hash map K comma V. Remap K comma V. Priority queue E. Array deck E. Predefined generic classes. Here E means element. K means key. And V means value. It is not compulsory to write EKV. Anything you can write. Capital letters also you can write, small letters also you can write, any other word also you can write. But better to identify the given capital letters. Here E means element, K means key, and V means value. Here array list integer AL equal to new array list. If I write, actually here what is there? E. Here what I written? That now wherever E is there, that is integer. In the total library, wherever E is there, that is nothing but integer. Suppose while creating object, if I write like this, while creating object, if I write like this, wherever E is there, that is nothing but float. So dynamically data type decided. So while creating object, they didn't mention data type. Data type deciding later. While creating object, you can write. While creating class, no data type. See, for understanding, I'll explain. Is it over? So, if the class ends with like this, if the class ends with angular brackets, that is called diamond operator also. Okay, either angular brackets or diamond operator you can call. If the class ends with like this, that class is generic class. That class is called generic class. For that classes only you can create objects like this. Other classes you cannot create. Okay. But how they prepared that type of classes? Possible. See what I'll do. Suppose one class employee. Now employee number, which type required? Integer type. Integer employee number. Name, which type required? String. Name. Salary, which type required? Float. Okay. Suppose some companies, they'll use employee number alphanumeric mixed. Suppose Naresh IT, NIT1, NIT2, NIT3, like that also numbers, employee number. At the time, will it accept integer? No. Then which type required? String type required. But instead of that, what you can do, you can create class like this. Class EMP, something T, and here T, employee number. Name is always string only. That is not a problem. Salary always float only. Not a problem. Now, this is a class. While creating object, integer if you write, T nothing but integer. While creating object, string if you write, T is a string. Suppose this class is flexible. No? One company may use employee number integer type. One more company, they may use employee number string type. But our class is suitable for both the companies. It is better, no? So, what we'll do while creating object? Employee integer equal to new employee. One company will use like this. One more company will use like this. But my class is flexible, no? Okay. Suppose without generics, if you write, then every company should use the integer type only. With the generics, if you write, different companies, different type can use. So this class is called generic class. Here T, I didn't mention. While creating object integer, if you write, T is nothing but integer. While creating object string, if you write, this T nothing but string. That type class. Okay. Now here, if I write ABC, this program successfully compiled, successfully executed. Okay. And this object is unsafe. It allows integers also, it allows string also. Everything allowed. It is unsafe. But once if you specify integer, it allows integer only. One more thing, you observe, I'll write like this. Now program successfully compiled. Successfully executed. Okay. But we got warning message. That is not error. Warning. Not recommended to write. Suppose if you write like this, integer, one side only written. One side only written. Again, successfully compiled, success here. String cannot, this method error. Okay. 1 minute. File save. Compilation. Here successfully compiled, you observe, executed, but it is showing unsafe because right side object also you must mention this one compulsory. Now this message will not come. See, see, if I compile now, that message will not come. See, this is right approach. Now, if you write string, error comes. Program will not compile. Now, this object is safe, type safe. If you enter any other type, error comes. That is old program. Dart class already dart class already generated, no? Dart class file execute. See, you are getting error. Incompatible types. I'll remove this. It is valid. Okay. Now, here add method. Add method actual parameter. What is there now? Capital E. What is capital E now? Integer. I passed int. Is it valid? How it is valid? Now only auto boxing, no upcasting. Because E means integer. I passed int. Int to integer. Only auto boxing. Okay. Write this example. Is it over? No done. In the above example, array list object is type safe because it allows integer type data only. In the above example, array list object is type safe because it allows integer type data only. Here, just auto boxing will be there. Okay. Int to integer. Auto boxing. Is it completed? So here now it is actually actual data actual type is E, capital E. Capital E nothing but integer. I passed int converted to integer. That concept is called auto boxing. In this example, this array list object is type safe because it allows only integer type. If you enter any other type, error comes. Okay. But not only integer, not only float, not only character. Now, suppose here I'll write employee. I'll write employee. Then what will happen? This array list object allows employee type data only. Okay. Employee objects you have to add. So what we have to do, first one class you have to write employee. Integer employee number. String name. Load salary. These objects you have to create. Objects you have to attach. Suppose here if you write like this. Then how to write here? Generic in a generic. Now you observe how it is. Here array list takes employee. Employee takes integer. Generic and a generic also possible. These all we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see condition.